higher selves. What is this? And how can it guide us in any life situation? So hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video is gonna be really very interesting because we are going deep into ourselves and understanding our higher self. Personally, I had been so much confused about how to react to the people who are not so positive with me. I was always thinking that if I give love and respect to people, then people will return, love and respect to me. But sometimes the experiences don't match your expectations, and you don't get what you want or what you give. So I always mirrored back the negativity which came towards me, and after that my guilt said that okay, that was not me at all. I actually absorbed the vibrations of other and actually reflected back the same lower vibration towards them. I at that time had no idea about what is law of attraction, what is dimensions, what is density, what is manifestation. So I actually basically started absorbing the negativity and reflected back. And when you get trapped in frustration, anger, jealousy, or any kind of negativity, this is your lower self talking with you. This is your lower self trapping you. Basically, I was confused about who I really am and why the hell, if I don't want to reflect the negativity, why I am absorbing the negativity and reflecting back, mirroring it back to any of them who is not so positive, even not so positive towards me. Because that was not me. I was so confused at who I really am. So I went through some internet surfing. I gathered some sources, and I actually came to this term, the higher self. Our higher self. What is this? What is our higher self? So the more clearer picture I got of this term higher self, the more I got to know, and the more I got a clearer picture of myself and who I am. And so let's start about this topic, higher self. This was actually my personal experience I was sharing. Now I will share the information I got from many sources about higher self, and you will I hope that you will understand about higher self more, and you can take more advantage of this knowledge and to face any situation in your life. Higher self is the sixth density consciousness. We are right now in the third density of consciousness, and the sixth density is really very high level. The challenges we are facing here in this third dimension is just to expand our consciousness and overcome the limitations of our current state of density, which is third density, to go higher. The first density is of any kind of non-living thing, because it has no self-awareness, self-consciousness. Then comes the second density, which is of animals, because the animals have really very limited kind of consciousness or awareness. And we as human have third density of consciousness, because we know more about consciousness, and we can raise and expand our consciousness more to higher level. And even from this, our higher self is more than that, and it belongs to the sixth density, where more than millions of our versions exist. So our higher self is sixth density consciousness, where we are really fully aware of ourselves, our consciousness, and like I said, millions of our versions are existing in different lives and in different times, just because of our higher level consciousness. I know when you are really very new to this, it sounds really weird, sounds funny, sounds crazy. You will be like, what kind of craziness is this? Is this really true? But yes, this is true. The reality which we live in is only an illusion created by our third density consciousness. Here in this third density of consciousness, we forget ourselves. Actually, we forget ourselves and get trapped in this three-dimensional world. Okay, what if I say that we right now exist somewhere else in some other body too? Kind of weird, right? Well, that's true. You are right now existing somewhere else too, maybe in the past. Okay, I was always confused about if I am right now existing in the past too. So now I have an answer. Yes, I actually exist in the past too. Yes, you exist in the past too, because you have millions of versions of your higher self in there. Like, you are right now existing in 1920, you are existing in 1842 or 1650, and what you are right now thinking is actually creating your this life's reality too, and that life's reality too. Let's take a simple example of a baby. A baby is a purest form of the higher self. How? Because it has been sent from the other dimension to this 3D dimension, and it doesn't actually know about the rules and regulations of the 3D world, and hence it is called the purest form of its higher self, and it is actually right now in the guidance of the spirit guide. And while the baby is growing, it starts interacting. Obviously it will start interacting with the three-dimensional world and its surrounding, and it will start adapting the extra emotions of this 3D world, which is anger, jealousy, lust. What is this? This baby getting interacted with the three-dimensional world's extra emotion is just making the soul much heavier, and it actually lowers the self. It actually lowers our self. Anger, jealousy, the moment we start growing, when we start interacting with this 3D world, we actually adapt more emotions than what we got from the higher self. We only got love from our higher self. This is true. We only get love from higher self, but when we enter this three-dimensional world and when we start growing, we adapt jealousy, frustration, lust, anger, we indulge in fights, and more and more. Our higher self is free from ego, anger, jealousy, frustration, and is always connecting us from divine soul through our gut feeling, intuitions. I personally recognize anyone's aura even in one meeting, or just by looking at the photograph of that person, that particular person. My higher self is always poking me about everything. Like, it's always warning me also about if something is wrong, if someone is wrong, or someone's behavior is going to be wrong. So I immediately manifest their good behavior or peace for that soul, so that soul doesn't spread more negativity to the surrounding. Our higher self is also helping us to manifest anything in our life, like our gut feeling, our intuitions. These are the signs we get from our higher self too. Like sometimes my friends or my sisters say that okay, you said that and this happened. It's they feel that what I actually said happened, but no, it happened because I always want good for them, and I always say yes, you can do this, and they actually manifest it through their higher self, because that goes in the subconscious mind, and that consciousness interact with with their higher self, and actually they manifest the things in their life, they materialize it. So your higher self is really very happy, free from ego, free from jealousy, free from frustration or any kind of lust, whereas the lower self is stuck in this 3D world, and it is full of ego, full of anger, full of jealousy, full of anger, full of negative mentality. Sometimes you reject your higher self because your lower self is always pulling you towards the pain, towards the anger, towards the jealousy, which I will say is only illusion and nothing else in this 3D world. And when we escape this trap, we realize that we have everything we desire. We get more clear picture of what we want, what we desire, and what we have, what we can get. Your higher self actually is a medium between you and the divine soul, and your intuitions are actually the medium between you and your higher self. The higher self triggers you to do all good, love people, encourage them, help them, or be always remain positive. If you are, take an example, if you are sitting idle and your gut feeling is saying that okay, focus on yourself, focus on the potential you have, just focus on that gut feeling. Your higher self is talking with you, communicating with you, and with this the divine energy is communicating to you. It is the divine energy is communicating to you through your higher self, and the higher self is communicating with you through your gut feeling or intuitions. Yes, you are the best sign of manifestation. You yourself are the best sign of manifestation. How? Because of your higher self, because of your intuitions. Most of the people don't even understand anything about this topic. They are just frustrated. Even our elders, they are all frustrated. They all have low energies. They are trapped in lower selves. They have victim mentality, that okay, this is happening with me, okay, this bad happened with me. They are all frustrated and tense. They have all made their soul so heavier. They have pulled themselves to their lower self. The more you start getting connected to the higher self, and so the more you will manifest a greater awareness and a greater version of you, and the more clear picture you will get of yourself, who you actually are, what you actually want, and the more you will manifest faster. Sometimes ago, a man in our society actually tried to pick a fight with me. Actually, this man always goes to his office exactly at 10 a.m. and with some or the other person, he always picks a fight. I don't know why, but he always picks a fight. So this was this time it was me, and I became his target actually. So nothing did I do. I just only dropped a milk packet to the stray dogs who were fighting in each other for food. So he was like, who is this? So dropping plastic packets in our society. Okay, I was wrong. I know, but I actually had a talk with the cleaning man that you can please pick the packet after the food is over. So I said, uncle, please be at peace, because if we will fight like these stray dogs, what is the difference in these animals in us? This was the very gentle answer I gave to this man, and this which he actually did not expect. And of course he did not get any chance to pick a fight with me, and he went peacefully to his work. And I was actually happy that okay, this is my higher self trained me not to pick a fight and be negative from now, because now I knew that who I actually am, and I did not want to fight, and I do not want to be negative. The more you start getting connected to your higher self, the more conscious, the more aware, and the more loving, the more graceful, the more peaceful you start to become, and you start changing your future's destiny and the past life's destiny also very peaceful and positive. Guys, this is my personal understanding of higher self. I hope you like it. I hope you like the video, and always remember that in this universe nothing is impossible, everything is possible. Thank you so much.